questions.
Yes, sure.
The first one, how old are you?
Right now, right now I am 22, but going to be 23 this year.
When is your birthday?
In November.
November.
Yeah, a little Scorpio girl.
Oh, wow. And do you feel that your personality is really like a Scorpio?
No, I don't think so. Because I've heard many, what's it called? Dramatic, bad stories about being Scorpio. But I believe that I am more quiet person. Yes, because Scorpio, they say that, loud.
Explosive.
Something like that. Extraordinary. Something like that. But I can be. I don't know.
In what moments can you be like that, for example?
Me being myself, I'm more like a quiet person, but in front of the camera, so I can be alert.
Because I remember I met you like 5 years ago.
Yes.
And I remember you were really this outgoing person, always funny,
Yes.
always on,
Yes,
to joke. And I
yes,
think that's really part of your personality.
Yes,
right?
I can still do that.
So you became a little bit more quiet.
Yes, that's right. It's more me.
And when you're with your friends, for example, like you go for a party, are you a different persona? Like more flamboyant, more outgoing?
Well, it's called party, so of course you have to be fun. You have to be, have good time, not being quiet, sitting quiet. I rather stay at home.
And right now, you live by yourself?
Yes, I do live by myself.
And how is it to live by yourself in Bangkok?
It's alright. I live in Bangkok for like almost 10 years right now, since I was 16, 17, something like that.
Okay.
And I kind of like it. Before I lived with my friend, but like I said, I grew up and I feel I kind of like, living by myself, having my own time, own space, something like that, yes.
Because where are you from originally?
Very close to Bangkok.
What is the name of the city?
It's called Nakhon Nayok.
I know it.
Yes, very close. Yeah, yes, many waterfall, mountains, army stuff, and like 1.5 hour by car.
And you go there often?
Not very often, but
And why not? Because you still have some family there?
Why not? My families are there, and I visit them sometimes, but not a lot, like every Sunday.
And is it not difficult for you to live by yourself? I can realize you have many friends here in Bangkok.
Yes.
Is it not difficult to be far away from your family?
No, I'm good, but actually my parents, my mom, she lives very close to Bangkok, Nonthaburi.
I know.
Yes, so I often see her, but my family in Nakhon Nayok, more like my aunt, my grandfather. Yes.
Okay. I want to go back a little bit back in time.
All right.
Your first impressions of Bangkok when you first came here, can you still remember it? How was it for you to come from a more quiet place into a big, busy city like Bangkok?
Because I like it. I was very, very young. I like partying. The reason I moved to Bangkok because I wanted to party every day, and I did it every day. Let me say, 1 year in 365 days, I party like maybe 370 days.
Oh my
I can
God,
say that, yes,
that's a lot.
every day, yes.
And what do you like about partying so much?
Dancing, drinking a little bit, friends with friends.
And you like to be seen also?
Oh, I'm terrible at singing.
No, I mean you like to be seen by people. Like you like to be like a center of attention. That's what I mean.
No, I'm not like that.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And you do like a karaoke sometime, like singing? You told me you're terrible at singing.
Yes.
But it's something you like to skip?
I love songs. Tons of songs. In my head, yes. Right now, currently, I like more vintage songs.
For example?
I can tell like, well, I feel pretty old, and I'm not old yet. Like Sealed with a Kiss.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And right now, Summer Wine. Summer Wine means very sexy. And many, it's in my playlist. I can show you later. It's about songs between 50s to 70s.
Wow.
And I just found myself that, yes, I'm a more quiet person and I like vintage stuff.
So, for example, because now really popular like EDE music, electronic
No, I
dance
don't
music.
like it.
You don't like it?
It just, I mean, I like old song. Old back days because there are meanings in the song. But right, because I listen, more than 1,000 songs in my head. But I can tell that song this day. It just rhythm. Yes.
So you like the
in my
songs with a
opinion.
meaning, with like a good
I like it,
lyrics?
of course. Well, I don't deny that. This day, I still go to club if they're open again. But, I can dance with the EDM, stuff like that. I like it. But if I could choose to listen by myself in my own time at my place, I would say vintage. Also, when I'm with my friend.
Wow.
Yes.
And he's also talking about vintage, like for example, your house. You like to put like a vintage lamps, decoration.
Something like yes. I love it. The vintage stuff. In Bangkok, in Chatuchak area, it's called Red Building, with all vintage stuff. Yes.
And you like to go there often?
Often, yes, very often. Look, chandelier, or I personally like Baroque stuff.
Oh wow, that's cool, from the 20s, 30s.
Yes, yeah, I love it. Yes.
Oh wow. So do you also like to learn about the history of Bangkok?
Yes. Also right now, I'm a student too. I decided to study humanities, and yes, I study about English, and I also like, in my hobbies, I like to read about mythology, Greek mythology.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
And you also told me that you are learning French.
Yes, in this semester, yeah, because I dream about it for a long time. Do you want to hear about it?
Of course,
Because
tell me about it.
I can't stop speaking right now in
Tell
front of
me
the
about
camera.
it. I love to hear about it.
Because when I was younger, my neighbor, part of my family, sibling, something like that, and he always blew my mind that when I grow up, go study French. And right now, I think my English is okay, and I'm planning to study something new. So I choose French, and yes.
And in what level are you right now about your French? Could you say something in French?
Well, I'm not confident, so I would say I'm terrible at French right now. But when I feel confident, I'm going to talk to you.
Okay, I hope another time I could hear your French.
Yes, hopefully, yes. Right. Yeah, wish me luck.
Hey, Alexandra, we moved to a different location because we were
Yes.
kicked out at the other place.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't mean it.
Yeah, exactly. We came only with good intentions, so I don't know why they kicked us out, but okay. Okay, I have some more questions for you.
All right, yes.
You are a transgender, right?
Yes.
Do you like it when people say ladyboy, she-male, transgender? What do you prefer?
Well, let me think.
Give me your honest answer.
What do I think about when people call us ladyboy or something?
Exactly. Do you find it insulting, or are you totally okay with it, or what is your idea about it?
Well, I believe it depends on the situation. Also, well, like time and place. Well, as I know, like if you don't, for example, if you don't know me, we walk close in the street and that's ladyboy. I think that's quite rude, because it's like, looking down, something like that. But in case of friend, we know it, we talk about it. But in my opinion, because I don't want to make people, think in another way. So I just want to say that, transgender or LGBTQ, we are also human. So, but for me, I'm transgender and I like to be treated as a girl. So, it's good to respect people, and I respect men and ladies. Yes, and I hope they do the same to me. Yes, I'm a bit shy right now.
So do you feel there is a hatred against women towards transgenders in Thailand, or generally speaking? Is there like competition maybe? For example, many transgenders, they like to dress up like a nice dress. For example, you look really beautiful.
Thank you.
And some women, they don't always like to dress up. So do you feel there is a competition between like regular women and transgenders, for example? Like they are jealous, maybe, something like this?
you asking me that, I mean, ladies can be jealous of transgender. Well, I mean, I have no experience about this, but well, let me think. I don't think so because they are ladies, and I'm just, I mean, transgender. I want to be like them, and well, I mean, I have no problem with them, and I don't think they have problem with me.
It's not like rivals, like different groups fighting against each other, like ladyboys against women, something like this. That's not the case.
Well, it never happened to me, but something like bluffing.
Like what, for example?
Bluffing.
Bluffing.
Yes,
Could
like.
you give me an example?
Like, well, it happened to me. I mean, when I was younger, like, well, you never be a lady. You're not a lady because you don't have breasts, something like that. But maybe just a joke. I mean, kidding stuff.
But you still remember it until today, so clearly it did something to you.
Well, you're right. Well, I can't deny that. But I don't know what to say. But it inspired me. I mean, to be a lady, and I believe that to be a lady. Well, let me say that. Well, I was born as a transgender, but I decided to be a lady. So I live like a lady. I don't live like transgender.
And at what age did you feel that you were actually a girl?
Oh, since I would say since I was born. That since I remember myself when I was, I mean, very young.
Around what age?
Well, I start, I mean, kindergarten since I was 3, 4, 5, something like that. I mean, I always know myself that, well, I know that I was born as a boy, but I didn't want to be a boy. I wanted to be a girl.
And you were never in conflict with yourself? Excuse me for asking, but maybe I'm gay or maybe something else?
No.
Did you already know from the start that you were really like a girl?
Yes, I mean, I always want to be a lady.
It's just how you feel, and also when you play with other kids, like you want to date girls.
Yes, that is right. That is right. I mean, plus, I mean, in my family, I mean, in my generation, like in my family, I was treated by ladies, like 6 ladies, something like. But I don't think, I mean, they have something to do with me. I mean, with my mindset that I want to be a lady boy, but it's about me. That I decide to be what I want to be.
So what do you want to say? You had many women in your family, and maybe they also give you inspiration to come out as a transgender like that, not?
No, I disagree. I mean, it just details that.
Like they teach you certain stuff that made it more easier for you?
I mean, well, to be honest, no family. I mean, to be honest, no family. I don't think they want their child to be, I mean, different sex. I mean, from the sexual birth or something like.
Is it because how did your parents react to you? Because when did you tell them like, hey, mom, dad, I actually feel like a girl? Can you remember that moment?
Oh, well, they were just okay with me. I mean, I have no problem with my family about being myself.
But how did it go? Did you really have a conversation with them about it?
Oh, well, I mean, they already knew. I mean, when I was little, and no problem with it. I mean, maybe they just get along with it. I mean, try to get used to it, something like that.
So can you take me through the scenario? Like you really sit down with them and hey mom, hey, did I have to tell you something?
No, that were not moments like that.
Did it never happen like
that? No. I just act. I mean, I just dress. I mean, from like time to time. I mean, a little bit, but step by step, yes.
Okay, so for example, you let your hair grow a little bit and then do this or
a little bit makeup, something like that when I was younger.
Because for example, I know in Thai schools they always check about the hair of the guy, so you have to cut it.
That is right.
That's not something really traumatizing.
Well, I have story to tell you. I mean, many story to tell you. But please, let's move the seat.
Let's move the seat.
Yeah, it's sunny. Yeah. Too bright in my eyes.
You told me you had different ways to deal with the fact that in school they check your hair.
That is right. I mean,
tell me about it.
It's very funny stories and a bit hurtful.
Hurtful?
Yes. I would say that because when I was young, like from in my school, what's it called, mid school?
Mid school, yeah.
Mid school and high school, and it start from 13 to 18 in Thailand. And well, when I was 13, I mean, nothing much happened because, I mean, from my 12th age, nothing much. But then 14, 15, 16, something like that. I mean, I had many friends, many ladyboy friends, and I did some makeup. Well, I know it's the rule that we shouldn't, we were not allowed to do makeup, dressing, stuff like that.
Only for girls or also for guys? Both groups are not allowed to put makeup on in this school?
No. I mean, Thai school are like this. I mean, it's the rules. I mean, right now, I mean, I totally understand. I mean, it's the rule that I should have respect them. But I mean, when I was younger, I wanted to be myself too much. When I was a student in mid school, also in high school, I had for me, I had a good, grade, GPA, something like that, because I love studying and I always pay attention to studying. But only, one flaw, one thing that they say flaws, that I did makeup, I did maybe in hair, make it a bit longer with the bang. So, it's very funny.
Like cheating a little bit, still
yes,
to
cheating a little bit, but I always study hard because I love studying a lot, especially English languages. Yes, but because I always think that schools in another country, they let the student wear anything they want, be anything they want to be, and it wouldn't disturb their GPA, something like that. But
so you meant to say that because of your little tricks, to call it like that, they will give you a lower grade?
No, I didn't say like that. But I'm going to say, it's the rules, mostly in Thailand, and well, I should have respect them, but I did not. But because I wanted to be myself. I felt uncomfortable because for me, I believe that that there was nothing to do with my GPA. That is right, but yes, I should have respect them.
Yes. And did you also do some tricks? Because I heard some stories about
yes.
About transgenders who wear like a wig to hide the hair under it.
Yes.
You did something like that ever?
Why?
No, because I can imagine if I was a transgender,
yes.
I would like to have my hair grow long.
That is right.
But if the teacher always checks it and cuts it short,
yes.
I would hate it. So maybe wearing a wig could prevent that. Do you hear any stories from other transgenders or yourself that
yes,
something like that happened?
Yes. There's some story. You are laughing. Yeah, you like it. Yes, when I was younger, I remember about 15, when I was 15, yes. I went to party with my friends. Yes, I had short hair and I had to, wear a wig.
Oh yeah, you did
to
that?
Party, yes, of course. I have a picture, I'll send you later.
Okay.
Yes, also yes, no, it's not when I was 15. It was also when I was 14. First time that I come to Bangkok. At the shopping mall with my 4 or 5 friends, can't remember, and I went to buy a wig. Yes,
really?
At the shopping mall and wear it in the toilet, and we felt pretty, super pretty. Yes.
So already from an early age, you felt very confident about yourself.
Yes, yeah.
That's great.
Yes, like I said, I always know what I want to be.
Do you see that many foreigners, that they prefer ladyboys, or that they are interested in ladyboys? Do you have your experience with that when it comes to dating? For example, do you feel that some foreigners, they just like to date a ladyboy just for one night stands, nothing serious? Or do you feel there's also a group of guys who are really serious about being with a transgender?
I see.
What do you feel about that?
Well, I'm going to say that this is, what's it called? Why society? There
different groups, different people.
That is right. That is right. So I'm going to say that. About what you heard. Well, let me say that. I also had. English boyfriend before in the past, and I mean in serious relationship, but we end up for some reason, but I'm going to say, I mean, it's about taste. Well, for example, you like chicken, you go for chicken. you like pork, you go for pork. Something like
personal preference.
Something like that. Yes. And well, what are the questions again?
Well, for example, did you ever had a bad experience with a foreigner, like you go on a date and you feel they just want to hang out with you within the room, but they don't want to go outside with you because they feel embarrassed, maybe something like this? You ever had a story like that?
When I meet somebody, I always tell them that who I was.
From the beginning, from the start?
Yes, from the beginning. I mean, I wouldn't lie to them, and yes, you know what I mean. I deserve somebody who likes me. I mean, in that way, in a good way, and
who sees you as a person and not just like a fetish, like, oh, she's a ladyboy, so I like to try something with a ladyboy, but just like, oh, I like Alexandra for who she is as a person.
Well, for like, I mean, to be honest, from dating side, of course, I mean, if I'm going to meet somebody, I must have, I mean, conversation with that person first. I mean, not just about bad stuff. Yes.
Like just normal, you need to feel like emotional bond with someone like that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't think. Well, to be honest, like, it's not everything. I mean, yes. I mean, communication is better. Yes.
I totally agree. Yeah, yes. Very wise words from a young girl.
Thank you.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Okay. If you could choose, would you rather be with a foreigner or with a Thai guy?
Oh, well, many people have asked me that. I mean, since I grew up, I mean, little bit grew up, and I decided that, well, this is not what's it called, I mean, too bright. I mean, in the bright side, I mean, not too bright, but I'm a positive thinking person, and I would say that in the end, I would choose nice man.
Above all.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't care Thai or foreigner. I mean, in the future, I just want a nice man.
And what would you describe as a nice man?
Nice man, I mean, respect. I mean, faithful. I mean, in kind of relationship that I'm talking. I mean, with a good future. I mean, with a positive man. So I would say nice man is my answer. Yes.
I see. And when it comes to appearance, you like a certain look with guys?
Well, if I could choose, like I pray to the God, but no, I never pray to the God for a man. But if I could choose, I would say that, of course, ladies like taller men. Well, for me personally.
How tall should he be? Like a minimum?
Personally, I would say 180 centimeters,
180.
something like that, because I'm a small lady. And
how tall are you?
Yes, I'm quite short.
How short?
160.
160. Okay,
yeah,
that's a decent size.
Yes, and well, I like blue eyes. I love blue eyes. I don't know why, but like long time ago in the subway, I mean, about little boys. I believe he's from French. He's like very little, and he looked at me, and I love him. Like, and every time, I mean, sometimes at the shopping mall or the park, or some family that, I mean, foreigner that have kids with blue eyes, especially the boys. I love it. Like, I love them with all my heart. I don't know why.
Is there any location where you would rather live instead of Thailand?
I love Thailand. Is, I mean, the best country, and I am proud to be Thai, and I'm proud that I was born here in Thailand. It's very good, everything good, food, nature stuff. I mean, everything. I can say everything, but I would say Italy. Well, I like French. I'm going to study French. I would say France too. Well, I hope it's good in France, as people say, and also in England.
England too, but they say the weather really sucks in England.
That's what I heard, but I have many lady friends in England, and I don't mind. I don't know. Yes, we will see because I've never been there yet, so I have to decide. But Italy is my number one choice.
Italy, number one choice.
Yes.
And then the south of Italy, like, do you have any specific place?
Oh well, I have no idea, but yes, I know a song "Love in Portofino."
Nice place. Yeah, I know.
Yes, I love the singer too.
Okay.
Yes.
So Thailand has a bit of a stigma, like when, for example, when I tell my family, well, not my family, they're used to it, but when I tell other people, like, oh, I go to Thailand frequently, they say, oh, Thailand, like prostitutes, and they only have like a bad idea about Thailand, mostly, not everyone. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that there's a stigma about Thailand, like people have only a certain idea about it?
Yes.
Do you feel like that?
Well, I think, it's a very good question. Well, for example, for everyone who's watching this, I just want to say that Thailand has so many things, natures. Like also in my hometown, like waterfalls, temples, I love temples, quite religious too, and beaches, well, many tourists go to beaches in the south, something like that. I would say that Thailand has so many things, not just about, what you hear, it's also about, the mindset or your plan, that you make a plan to come to Thailand, to the nature, to the beach, not to a place like that.
So you like to travel within Thailand?
Yes, I love traveling, yes. Chiang Mai, I love Chiang Mai because many friends of me from there, yes. And in the south too. Well, I haven't been to south, much.
Where did you go to in the south?
Phuket once, but only once.
Okay.
Yes, and I wish, I'm planning to go like Krabi, something like that. Also, where Phang Nga, Got Phang Nga full moon party. I never been there. I love partying, but I never been to full moon party.
So you like to experience that?
Yes, I'm quite open mind. I like to exploring, and sometimes I travel alone too. I think I'm brave, a little bit inside. Yes.
Would you be brave enough to travel by yourself outside of Thailand?
Yes, a lot. Yeah, a lot before.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So you went outside of Thailand before?
Yes, alone.
Where did you go to?
South Korea. Let me start from the beginning. Like first time, I'm a quiet person. Personally, I don't
Introverted?
Yes, like that. I don't like many people, maximum 3, but perfect like 2, just me and somebody. Yes, like that. And for example, like in Singapore, I went with my friend, and in Japan, I went with my friend too.
And your close friends?
Yes, my close friend, my lady friends, my best friend. Also,
you only have lady friends, or you also have transgender friends?
I also have transgender friends, but my best friend, they are ladies.
How long do you know them?
Like since I was young, because we are neighbors, something like that.
Wow.
Yes, we studied together.
Okay.
Yeah, that is right. And also in Taiwan, in Japan, South Korea. South Korea, I have a lady friend there who married a Korean man. So I often go to South Korea alone for many times, and I like it. Also in Japan, I love it. I like Japan too.
Because in Japan, the people are really like very shy. They don't touch each other.
They're polite.
Really polite.
They're polite. Yes, I like Japan. Also, like I said, when I go to travel, of course, I want to have fun for myself. So I go to party. It's very fun. Everything, nightlife or day life in Japan, I like it.
So in every place you go, you like to look for the place where you have a good party, where you can go out,
yes,
have some adventures.
Yeah, that is right. And like you said, I'm a bit introvert, kind of like living by myself, staying by myself, because I think also as you see. As you think, I'm a lady, and I like that you think me as a lady. I'm going to say like my parents, my friends, they are always worried about me that I fly to this, to that alone.
They're scared?
Yes, they're scared of me. Also my mom.
What are they scared of?
No, they worry. They worry about me that I travel alone or with just 2 ladies in another country, another land, something like that. But I'm going to say that, I'm not scared of anything. Because I like to try, I like to exploring I mean, experiencing new things.
What would you, for example, if you would ever go to Amsterdam,
Yes.
in Netherlands, for
Yes.
example, weed is legal, marijuana. Would you
Yes.
try it if you were there?
Is it bad? I mean, what is
If
it?
it's
What
legal,
is it?
if it's legal in the country where you go, would you be open-minded to try it? It's like something you smoke to make you feel relaxed. It's not hard drugs, it's like soft drugs.
I'm going to ask them. I mean, how will I feel later? Something like that, because I never tried before. And like I said, I don't mind traveling alone. And yes, for example, because I always tell myself, if you're going to die, well, let me say that my parents, they're worried about me, like I'm going to be dangerous, people will harm me, something like that. But I tell them that if I'm going to die, I could just die in my room, something like that. Yes, that's what I tell them.
You just want to feel that you're living and not
Yes,
just breathing,
that is right.
but not doing something.
That is right. I mean, something mean to your life has meaning. I mean, right now, after COVID came, and I mean, I normally work with a plastic surgeon hospital.
Like,
and,
what do you do for them?
Like, I'm more like agency, so I look after my clients to do beauty stuff. I mean, no matter ladies or men who wants to be beauty, handsome, something like that.
Somebody who likes to do Botox, you give them information
Yes,
like that?
yes. Also, ladies who want to do like breast job to make your curve look, I mean, perfect.
Is there something popular right now among women that they want to make, like a Brazilian butt lift, or they want to do Botox? Are there some things that are really popular right now?
Right now, I mean, it's been a long time about, I mean, breast job and nose, because yes, Thai people love to do nose job. Yes. I mean, nose and breast.
And also now, what I notice when I look around a bit,
Yes.
I see a lot of women,
Yes.
not transgender, they
Yes.
also do like a breast enlargement. I also see that quite often now.
What do you say?
Like they make their breasts bigger for
Yes.
regular women.
Too much?
No, not too much, not necessarily, but I see that it's a bit of a trend for not just transgenders, but
Yes.
for many women to just make their breasts a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Is that also something you see with the clinic?
Yes, that is right. I mean, I take my clients. Well, it's about that test. Well, I mean, what's it called? I mean, people have different tests. Yes, in a good way or bad way. Well, I don't know. But I'm going to say that, well, hold on. Well, for me that, well, as you guys see that, of course, I was born as transgender and I wanted to be a lady, and I always will be. And yes, I did breast job and I decided to make it small, like a lady.
Okay, and talking a bit about the products, what type of products do you like
Oh
to make?
yes. Let me sell something. I mean, in the future, that I'm planning to sell shapewear, like shaping underwear, also like the corset. Well, I will let Joelle leave the page under here. Yes. So please, I mean, follow me and see what's going on. I mean, right now it's in progress. Yes.
Okay, thanks for the interview, really nice.
Yes, you're welcome. But I mean, I'm very nervous right now that you can see my hands are moving all the time.
I understand. It's the second time, it's the first time we actually work together.
Yes.
We used to meet each other a couple of years ago.
Yes,
Then
yes.
I approached you because I like to do YouTube and I think you look great on camera, and
Yes,
you're
yeah.
actually doing really great.
Yes,
So
thank you.
the plan is to do videos together
Yes.
frequently. I hope it's going to
Yes.
work out.
Yes.
So yeah, this is a bit of an interview to get to know you a bit.
Yes,
thank you so much for being so open.
Thank you too for taking me out today. I mean, to sit in here asking me, because I haven't done this, I mean, for quite long, and I kind of like it. Like I said, I mean, in front of camera, I like to be alert. And if you guys have, I mean, some question or something like that, I mean, you can leave the comment below. Yes.
Great. Okay,
Yes.
and now we're just going to walk a bit outside. So
That is right.
thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment anything you want to tell us.